Hello? Heisters? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Do you wanna rob some banks with me? What is up? I'm alive, and I got a haircut and a beard cut. It was going into dwarven proportions. Yellow Almir, they say. Is it because the light is too bright?
No, I adjusted the camera after I reset the audio, so
We're gonna fix the yellow Almir. Why are you looking so angry? I'm not angry. I'm happy. Pixel TV says, can we rob banks? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Whoa, I'm changing colors. How is everyone doing? We're gonna start off by talking some. Maybe we should switch to the in-game camera until I'm not yellow. Or am I fixed now? Do I look good now, Heisters? You're looking quite red today. Is it the hoodie or is my face also looking red? I'm wearing the overkill hoodie. You feel me?
the shirt doesn't help, but it's we reset all the lights earlier last week, so
better, but not perfect. Serpicological asks, hi Almir. I'm good. How are you? I am also good. I'm excited to rob some banks with you all. Whew, it's been quite a week, Heisters. D_lag asks, hey Almir, where is your giant toast? Good question. Cursed one says, Almir with a fresh trim. Thank you very much. Soviet stupidity. Why does Almir look crispy? I take that's a compliment. DDA50 asks, in Swedish, hur är vädret över där? Mycket snö. Det är ingen snö just nu. Frost är det. K-Tom TS, any Christmas update coming up soon? Who dipped him in the cheese sauce? Yeah, I'm a yellow boy today. I think for a moment I looked extremely yellow on the stream, like a Simpson character almost. Yeah, exactly, Orcos. Almir Simpson.
like a White Walker.
Yeah, now I look like a White Walker from Game of Thrones. Can I just start off by saying welcome to you all to another Payday stream. Right now, today we're gonna play Payday 2. In the future, we might play Payday 3. Who knows what's coming up? But today we focus on robbing banks and getting paid together in Payday 2. I'm just starting off by mentioning Payday 3 because I know it's gonna come as a question in chat at some point during these 60 minutes. And I think as we move into the new year, maybe we increase the stream length. I mean, if you heisters stay for 1 hour watching us or joining us to play Payday, maybe you'll stay for 90 minutes and so on as we come into the new year. With me today, my name's Almir, if I didn't say that already. I'm one of the devs over here. With me I have Sebastian, who's in the room with me, and Elisabeth in the chat. We are the community team at Overkill Starbreeze. Neko Koneko asks, have you heard of Zlatan Ibrahimovic? Yes, I have. D-Lag, Payday 3, question mark? Yes, 2023. Pilovan says, hell yeah, I'm going to try my hardest to play with you, Almir. Yeah, so we usually jump into Payday 2 after me talking with you all a bit in the beginning here. Not going to talk for as long as we did last time, though. I think we spoke for like half an hour before we got to the heisting. We got stuck in the safe house just talking. Yeah, and if I'm scratching my face, it's because since I got the new trim. You remember for last week I had the huge dwarven beard. It's itching. Nightwolf says, "Hi Almir, tell us about Payday 3." I literally can't. There will be a time. Don't you worry about it. Vibus says, "You are the light in my dark, annoying study at the moment." How kind of you, Vibus. Shout out to you. Good luck with the studies. Green Emperor says, "Have a Merry Payday Christmas." To you too. We also sometimes play Payday the Heist, says Elizabeth. Yes, we do that too. We play Payday the Heist, Payday 2, and in the future, Payday 3. Neko Koneko asks, "Why is Almir's toast so heavy?" That's also a very good question.
Expensive cheese.
Yeah. And let's think about our posture. That's one of my big things I need to think about. Other than coming on time, which any good heister needs to do. That's number one rule. Be on time. Or spend 10 years in jail, right? I think it's a good analogy, isn't it? Yeah.
You should go to jail, you mean?
Yeah, exactly. But that's why I got you, right? To get me out. Or keep me out. I mean, initially. Although that's impossible. It's more about the getting out, I think. Just like when you heisters play with me and you need to get me up every single time. I do believe I'm faring better and better. You know, it's like we've already discussed this. It's like in any good anime, you know, like with Rock Lee when he met, what was his name? Gara. Yeah, Gara, the sand mage or a sand fighter. Is that how we? Yeah, mage fighter. He was like a battle mage kind of. Yeah, you know, Rock Lee, he had the weights for you Naruto fans out there, and then he drops them. That's how I play Payday. I'm going into custody all the time, but then I'll show you like one day. Yeah. Gato Boom is asking how many gigabytes Payday 3 will be. I think that's a good question, although it's something we'll share much closer to the game's launch. The only thing we can say right now is that it's going to come out in 2023, because we've already said that before. Cheesy Boy says, "I think Almir looks like Jesus." Okay. Magdump asks, "Opinions on how you think this stream is gonna go?" Well, it already started with me being completely off color for some reason, and we'll see. I mean, I think the last time we started off the stream, when in the first heist, I went down in 15 seconds. Touchstart Insomniac asks, "Will there be a Doom crossover?" That's a good question. You know what game Sebastian and I have been talking about? I don't know, Elizabeth, if you ever played that, or Jones, or anyone else in chat. Well, we've been talking a lot about an old game from 2000 called Sacrifice, made by Shiny Entertainment, if you remember that team. Do we have any heisters here who remember that game? Yes, no? Because I've been playing it, and it's so good. Like, I remember buying it back when. And both Sebastian and I agreed that it's Google it. It's a really cool title. Sacrifice. Shine Entertainment. Dave Perry was one of the founders. It was a really good game, essentially, yeah. Ain't no games like that today, I think. Cheesy Boy. Almir Beard Heist. I'm just zoning out for a moment here, hyping myself up to heist. Should we get started, Sebastian? With some of the heisting? What do you say, heisters? The rule is this: first come, first serve. Try to join my game when you see it. I'm happy to play with you all, but I can only play with 3 of you at a time. So before we do that, I'm just gonna switch it up. We still need to have like a proper stream where we go through where we go through. I'm gonna play Sangres. All the skills and so on. No. Let's go with the Krieg. Well, I always go for the doctor bag, right? Because I need... Yeah, you know how it is. Getting... Why am I sitting so weird? Can I move to the left? To the left, to the left! Do we have any Beyonce fans here? Oh, why am I like this? Alright. let's start off by deposit on Death Wish. Nah, we ain't gonna do you like that. We ain't gonna do you like that. Did we ever do a proper one? I don't think so.
Security is high, so preparation must be thorough. A payday mine.
Let's go! Let's go! Join me. Cypher asks, why has Payday 3 taken so long? For your reference, Payday 3 was initially announced many years ago. However, a lot of things has happened in the company since then. You probably have read about it. If you haven't, I suggest you look it up because it's a lot of information. But yeah, we then started development again, essentially, right? When we were out of reconstruction, because we were in a tough spot there. Most heisters know about this. But we are really excited to be developing it and are looking forward to releasing it. Don't you worry about that. Sunsito67 asks, Mr. Listo, is Jimmy from Hardcore Henry going to be in Payday 3? So far we've announced the original gang, and that's all we've announced so far. So that's all I can say regarding that. I'm a huge Jimmy lover. I know Payday Twitterman is also a huge Jimmy fan. At least they seem to be hanging out a lot. Oh, we've got a full... I'm talking away here. We've got a full crew here. Welcome, Henry. The 8th. I thought those were infamy numbers first. Welcome, your royalty, your highness. Mars, welcome back. Mars, we played before. I do believe we have. And Kios Makara, welcome as well. Ooh, with the troll mask. Jeez, relax. Obama character pack when? Like, we've already done presidential masks where we paradise classic robbery mask from movies, you know, that concept. But it's a good mid, and especially tied to medic bag. Silver Rope says, hey Almir, what's your favorite OST from Payday 2 OST? Maybe you say in English. OST, original soundtrack. I would think both Simon and Gustavo do a fantastic job as composers. They're both fantastic in their own right. Simon bangers include Razormind, of course. A lot of other bangers, like he was making bangers all the time. Same goes with Gustavo. Been loving the latest sounds from the Texas City campaign. But if you ask me for one song, maybe it's Bubba's, one of the other composers. Bubba's Don't Act Dumb. Don't act dumb. Don't act. That's a good one, right? Because that one came about like in classic Overkill or Starbreeze fashion. Like, we just talk among ourselves, you know. We saw the meme doing the rounds in the community, the Don't Act Dumb meme with Houston, and then we just, you know, said, why not? And I think it's much appreciated. Yeah, a pile of ants says Don't Act Dumb is great, isn't it? And it's not your usual... We're waiting for Henry to join. It's not your usual kind of game song, right? It's a really special song. The Average Joe asks, Almir character pack? I mean, I portray the character of Hayruddin, So Hyrule exists within the Payday universe. If you were talking about Almir, the developer character pack, I don't know how much use I'd be in a heist. I mean, you're seeing me going to custody every Thursday, and other heisters having to bail me out. So I'd have probably be paying you money to play with that pack. You know what I mean? It's not me asking you for money. Just Fabito asks, Almir, how much Payday DLC have you bought? That's a good question. I do believe for testing purposes I've bought several in the past, but as a developer I get all of the DLCs for free. Including at the time of release, we also got a completely Overkill pack, the devs who worked on it at the time. It's part of, you know, because we test all the achievements and all the assets and so on. Yeah. But that was long ago now. What? 8 years ago? 7 years ago? Is there going to be a heavy update? Sunsito 67. You mean a Team Fortress update? I saw Team Fortress we're waiting for Henry, but they're not joining. I'm sorry, Henry. We gotta kick you. And we will allow for another heister to join. Yeah, but Henry can try to join in. I think we want the heisters want action. What achievement was that? You owe me one? Like I can't remember all the achievements top of my head. Pilovan says, seems fair. If you're a developer, you should get everything free. It's your game. Yeah, I think like, but it's also like with the Overkill, complete Overkill pack, it was sensitive. Like we haven't given that to every new employee who's started since, because yeah, we stopped because it was such a poorly handled situation by us at the time. But I think we as developers and community dealt with that in a great way ultimately, even though it wasn't. I'm not saying it was smooth. I'm not saying it was smooth. But I'm saying we did it, right? And to the best of our ability, and we're learning, you know. How fun would it be if we were completely perfect? Would we even be human then? Yes, no? Like my biggest mistake is going down every 15 seconds. I'm surprised I've been alive for a minute now. It's because I'm gonna relax over here. Cookie asks, hey man, how are you? I'm good, Cookie. How are you? I'm thinking about my posture. I don't think I need to... Next stream I need to prep my chair properly, and I also need to prep my skill tree properly. That's what's up. Snuggles McSnug, I'm loving the username, is asking, how did you all manage to get Gustavo Fring in this game? That's crazy. Yeah, am I right? So Gustavo Fring was, for those of you who don't know, I assume a lot of you do, plays the part of the dentist, and my aim while talking, plays the part of the dentist, and the dentist is the contractor for this heist. So we were, I believe Breaking Bad had just done its final season at the time in 2014. So this was very timely for those of you, for the Gustavo Fring fans out there. I think we were pretty early with Gustavo, right? Because he's done a lot of video game appearances since, right? Crazy Medic asks, Almir, can you wait for 3 hours so I can download the game to play with you? I'd love to do that, dude. Download the game and yeah, here we go again. Download the game and have it prepped for next week, and I'll play with you, alright? If you can join the game, I can't promise anything. Crypto says greetings. Welcome, Crypto. You just arrived to my first down of the day. Lord Pizza asks, when is there gonna be the Steal Valve in Valve Heist? That's a good question. Overkill Jones says, we do love a mistake here or there. Yeah, you know me. Captain Mistake when it comes to heisting. That felt very evil for some reason. Again, it's like I don't need to start off with these difficulties. Like, well, I ain't got nothing to prove. Huh? Welcome, Braz123, by the way. Marshall asks, is Payday 3 still coming 2023? That's what we've said. So, yes. Doom user. I'm talking about games Giancarlo was in. So far, it's just Payday and Far Cry, isn't it? Oops. Isn't it other games too? I think so. Sorry, I pressed the Windows button. That's. I know it's a super cheap excuse, but it's literally what happened. Okay. I am not having the proper finger management here on the keyboard today. Did we just fail, wankers? We gotta try that again. The game sound is really out of sync. Yeah, Sebastian raises his hands in the air. We fixed this issue last stream, but it seems to have appeared again. We'll get to it, Heisters. Sorry about the technical issue. Dogsys00 asks, Mr. Lister, is there any cancelled heists that you can tell us something about? Good question. I think like a lot of during Payday 2's development the past 9 years, we've you know, created and discarded different heist ideas. I remember, like, to give you a trivia, we spoke of doing a LA heist at one point that never saw the light of day. And usually what happens then when there is a heist idea that goes a certain distance and we don't act on that, usually what can happen is that you take the assets from that heist, whatever has been created, and you use that if it works and fits the narrative for other heists. Like, you know, you, for example, make a cool feature for one heist. You just don't want to throw that into the trash, right? You want to utilize that for your pleasure. So, or frustration, depending on. VB says, good luck, Heisters. Thank you very much. I think we're gonna need it. Yes? I'm gonna relax here in the lobby, Heisters, while you do your thing. It's an epic lobby, isn't it?
Drop your weapon. Drop your gun now. It's okay, control.
Average Payday 2 enjoyer says, the fucking legend himself. Oh, shush you. Welcome to the stream. Sunsito67, have you ever thought of getting Scarface rights back? I think, like, for those of you who don't know, we did 2 DLCs with Scarface, heists and a character pack. And the character is no longer available, right? Those who own it still can use it, but we don't sell it anymore. And the reason is it's not up to us. That's how, if I can put it like that. And of course we wanted to if we could, but as of now there is no news regarding that, unfortunately. I was, you know, trying to focus, but it doesn't matter. You know, I'm gonna go down. I just need to come to what do we say? Come to terms with it. Cloud Delta CD says hello there. Hello. J said C Reaper 1 says finally caught a Payday stream. Yes, you did. Welcome. Good having you here. I also, to my surprise, managed to survive that onslaught. That's not an assault. That's an onslaught. Am I pronouncing that correctly? I feel this has been a weird day. I'm just saying all the bad things and having asked for apologize for shit. I'm definitely going to prison, but thank you for reminding me. I'm in such a tough situation. Oh, I made it out. Like, my fellow colleagues cannot trust me with any particular tasks right now. I'm just surviving and trying to read chat at the same time. Jatsy says, the big Almir? Yes, it's the big Almir. Why? What do you say? Yeah, it's the big Almir. I'm here. How you doing? Get the fuck. Okay, so the team is. I'm just gonna. If you don't mind.
Hey, I got a medic bag here.
Hello, Almir. What's your favorite aspect of Payday 2? Asks Duckster49. You guys. Is that a cheesy answer? You heisters. That's so unfortunate. My apologies. Faris, welcome back to the stream. Faris Plays asks, will comically large sport be added? It would be funny, wouldn't it? I think so, at least. Didn't even see him. Oh, here I go again. I have no words. Thank you for getting me up. Brass, you're a champ. I certainly am not right now. Oh my, there's so many of them. Are we good? Where are we at? It's just okay. So we got one out. We got me running around like a headless chicken. Get him, says average Payday 2 enjoyer. Yes, I'm trying. Yo, I am indeed. It's like my tactics, you know, going to the kitchen. Oh, you mean the open kitchen with the open design, so you have no cover? Is that how we're gonna play this out? This kitchen scene, Almir? I apologize, because I should pull my weight, but I definitely am not pulling my weight. Maybe we try a easier difficulty. No offense to anyone. What's this? Holy! I'm alive. Or however brief. Yo! Please. Oh my, here we go again. Yeah. I'm in a better position now though. Snuggles Mike Snugga asks, are there any mods for Payday 2 that has really impressed you? I definitely think, like, I was about to say most. All of the work Matt Elsor, for example, does. Just give one high story shout out. There's plenty more to be named. There's a ton of awesome Payday modders out there. You got it? No, he dead. No, I'm alive. I'm alive! I'm just... Oh, can I get to you? Here we go. He's the kneeling heister who doesn't know how to hide and reload. Oh my... Almir, don't die. Yeah, I just did. Sorry.
I guess I owe you one.
K9, I've just like given up now, right? Just reading chat instead. Oh, here we go. I'm doing a Street Fighter death here. H. Barchrome E asks, Almiro, what is Chain's favorite letter of the alphabet? That has to be P for pickles, right? No? Or? K9Z underscore EXE asks, Almir, how many hours have you sunk into Payday 2? I'd say in the hundreds, if not thousands, because it's been 9 years. But recently it's been, you know, I spend more and more time with Payday 3 for obvious reasons, right? So that's all I can say about that. Alright. Alright. So get off my back, okay? You come in there and play with me. You try to carry me, or with me. Slim Voda. Ah! He needs a medic bag! Yeah, I do need a medic bag every stream. But no shadow over Mars and the rest of the crew. They're doing a valiant effort. Trying to make this dream live. Nico the Gal asks, Almir, what do you think of death sentence? Do you think it's fair, and do you think it will be changed? I don't know. What do you think about death sentence? Can't remember recently reading like any. Is it a hot topic currently? Is death sentence difficulty? I don't think it is. Yeah, I think it's great where it is right now. What do you guys just think? Like, it's always a discussion to be had about difficulties. I think, like, there's always, especially with Payday 2, there are so many of them, and one of them is crazier than the other, like this one. Posture check. Da-da-da. Jorgen Hansson asks, are you doing well, Almir? Yes, I am. It's busy times. Sorry about that. It's a busy time period. But I am heisting, I am robbing banks and trying to get paid, as you can see. But thank you very much. I hope you are well too. Happy holidays. Asleep Eel 49 asks, can anyone play with Almir? Yes, anyone can play with me or Sebastian or Elizabeth, depending on who is streaming for that given stream. But Mars, Brands123 and Kias Makara have all joined my hosted game, and we have now failed the Big Bang twice. And we need to change things up, I think. We're gonna go to like my heist of the year, Slaughterhouse. No? Why do I like that heist so much? I don't understand. Oops. Let's go with something from the simpler times. We go full. Oh, let's go there. Welcome back, Brands, Mars, Kias, Makara. Let's try to let's try to repent and redeem ourselves here. Slin Voda says, I love how Bane doesn't blame the crew, but it's so sad that he's so hard on himself. Yeah, I think that's a really interesting you've got eagle eyes. It's a really interesting remark and like an interesting detail with Payday that the way Bane talks to you and the way the gang talks to each other, that they're comrades, that they're loyal to each other, you know, these tenets of the Payday gang I think they shine very clear. I think it adds like a really clear identity to the game, right? Makes the characters feel more alive and more thought through. I'm just rambling now. Let's rambling. We need Payday 3. Greetings from Germany. Thank you, RRF. 2023. That's the year. Bane is like their father. Yeah, you could definitely say Bane has a mentor role to the Payday gang in Dallas. And you? Bane is the best heister? Yeah, I mean, he is a criminal, isn't he? He's done a few heists in his lifetime. And he is a heister because he participates, even though he's an operator. He's still... I think he'd still be charged. Sebastian is unusually silent today. I'm just assuming he's doing his thing.
Trying to figure out how to solve the
I can't
audio
hear you in
issues.
the game. Are you pressing the button thing? Ah, okay. Almir, I have an idea for a challenge, says average Payday 2 enjoyer. What's that? This is gonna be safe for work, because we were at the branch bank right now. And the cops just arrived. Gotta deal with that. My aim. Bane has lovely hair. You mean in the web series? That Bane? Yeah, he does have a lovely hair in the web series. Did you know? I think that's available in the beta. You could see that in the really early files. My face was in the I was the contractor super briefly, very early for Hector, before we got the actor on board and replaced the assets. I had very long hair at the time, and now I have short hair. I tried to look angry, portraying Hector, because we wrote him like a really angry individual. This song is also a banger. Viking Sock, first time chat, says, "Do not fear, Sock is here. Welcome to chat, Viking Sock." Neshmushish says, how about, sorry for butchering your name. How about Almir as a heister DLC for a limited time? Yeah, that'd be funny. What would I come with a perk deck? My perk deck. Oh, Sebastian's not here. He likes it when I trash talk myself. Sounds so bad when I say it like that. But would my perk deck maybe be like something like Con Man or something like that? Pushing the Payday meme of me being good at saying one thing and then doing another. Yeah, I think it'd be a fun meme. A good meme pack. I'm just running back and forth, sorry, I'm just talking to you. Why is your FOV -50? Why do you hate my FOV? I like this. I feel close to the weapons. Sunsito67 says web series reboot. You love the web series. Do you have a favorite episode of the existing ones? Live action is difficult, like in its own right. You got it? Yikes. Like my HP went from... Oh, I'm in a bad spot. Reload. Can I play with you? Asks Roborob. Not right now. We're full, but you're welcome to join us whenever there's an open slot. It's easiest the beginning of stream. So try to tune in when we start at 5 p.m. CSST. That's fine. Got him. I'm playing like I don't ever use. But it's so different, like when you need some weapons, it's just, probably a lot of you Heist did that too in some FPS games, like it's easier sometimes to just not go into zoom and aim. Jorgen Hansson says, your perk deck would be that you're really powerful, but every 30 seconds you have to read chat. Yeah, that's very kind of you. Do I become stunned? Do I become stunned? Or what's up? When I read chat? Because that's what it feels like. Like my feeling of concentration just is gone at that point. You should announce the next Payday 2 update as the heavy update. You're talking about Team Fortress 2 again? I would only do that if indeed the next update would be a heavy 2 update. A heavy Team Fortress 2 update. I wouldn't do that to you otherwise. That would be... Oh, oops. Did I just... Oh, I did. Play goats in my... Are you kidding me? You are kidding me, right? I really like the feel in this gun. Better Call Saul DLC? You're just throwing out all this movie and TV show collabs right now. It's funny because at one point in time, people would, you know, hashtag kick the wick. You all remember that? You've not always been so keen, and now we're in a point, you know. Can we get the Scarface character pack back? Okay, I see how it is. But I hear you though. I mean, when it's done well, like we got a lot of appreciation for how Scarface was put into the game. Then you like it, right? I mean, that's essentially it. It needs to be good content. If it's trash, it doesn't matter what it is. Am I right? I'm pulling your leg. Relax. I'm having some hot chocolate. $55 Xanaris 99. Oh, was it you? Or are you Henry VIII? Kicking Henry VIII was a travesty. I will be back. I apologize, Your Highness. I'm trying to come up with an excuse, someone to blame it on, but I cannot. Owl, welcome to the chat. On YouTube says, retired from heisting a few years ago. Perhaps it's time to come out of retirement. Well, you know what they say, as soon as you go out, we try to pull you back in, right? That's not the exact quote, but you know what I mean. You're welcome back anytime. Am I really doing this 101? No, I'm not. But I'm bringing you down with me. Am I not? Alright, I'm not. Zook says, I wish Wick had a clown mask. Oh, you don't like the glasses? But I mean, you can put a clown mask on him. Am I right? Jorgen, nice talking to you too. Have a good day. Must get DLC when I need form defenses. Sky BC 007. There is, I feel, regarding the musket. Yo, did I just see that? I feel like there are some heisters out there that are really keen on getting the musket. There's like a club of heisters who want the musket to be added to the game. But I haven't seen... I literally have no ammo. Holy cow. Is there any? Oh, let's escape. What am I doing? It's funny. Only way for me to escape is gonna be in... Yeah, exactly. I figured. Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to hear it. Alright. Yeah, Elizabeth says she barely hears about the musket anymore. So I'm like... I literally did not carry one single bag. Did we get everything with us? Striking. Well played, heisters. I feel I did not do the heavy lifting part. The gold bars are so heavy, but you did an excellent job.
I sure hope they never get rid of banks.
So this is what you do, heisters. You know, you play on a
I love it.
too difficult setting. You lower it so that you can try it again, and then you get your payday. Slim Voda says, I didn't want a musket before. I do now. Good for you. There's a musket mod, says Dogsy. So, oh, I didn't realize. Maybe I've read about that before. It sounds... Lotikai R says, I got you as a mask and I'm so happy I get to watch you play, Almir. Cheers, dude. Really appreciate you tuning into the stream. That's so kind of you. Dun, dun, dun. Do we have time for one more heist? Yeah, let's do one more. One more heist. One more. Da, 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 da. Yeah, we're playing the real classics. Ooh, can we do it? Maybe we can. We'll try. We'll try. Watch Dogs. This was a release heist. I remember us working on this. Good times were had. Brooklyn Bank. Yeah, next stream, absolutely. Let's play some Brooklyn Bank.
Sons of fucking bitches. We're fucked.
Ah, it's an FBI operation.
Is that Bonnie I
No way
heard?
out. They're gonna take you down unless you shoot your way out of there. Look, those doors aren't going to hold up when they start shooting. Hey, half the goddamn police force is out there. Are you ready to defend yourselves? Hold them back. I'm looking for a driver as we speak.
Yo. Whoa, this is pretty dark heist. So this is such an image. That was an assault. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's a very dark heist, heisters. So because there's lights looking at me, I would just making sure I can see what I'm doing. Are you looking forward to the weekend, Heisters? It's Thursday today. Tomorrow it's Friday. Time flies when you're having fun.
Okay, now, I got your pickup driver. Passing him through. They're bringing in armored units. All right, Ramblers, let's get rambling. I'll be there in 2 minutes. Hey, the pickup car's coming in 2 minutes, so you just have to fight a little more.
Bro, I'm in the damage. Like, yeah, I can, you know. Find some cover.
Find some cover.
Not going too well, Mars. No, I might have screwed us with the hybris for the highest difficulty.
Drill stopped. The cops disabled it.
We were doing well though. We got our payday. We shall be proud of that achievement.
Somebody help Duke.
What's that? No, I haven't touched it. And I'm doubling SMGs. Yeah. We'll resolve that next stream. Yeah. Yeah, shotguns. I'm sorry. Can someone cover me opening this door? Yeah, dude. I don't think so.
1 minute. 1 minute, people. Shut these guys down.
No! Alright, we failed that one, Heisters. I think we're gonna wrap up playing by talking some. I feel I had a much more difficult time today reading the chat and playing at the same time than I do usually. Sorry for that. But I'd love to just wrap up the stream by talking a bit to you. And next week, I'm not gonna double wield shotguns with a assault rifle tree activated. It's KMD says, "Hey Almir, comically large shopping cart melee when?" Thank you, Heisters, by the way, playing with you, Mars and the crew. Really nice playing, even though we lost 2 heists or 3 even. Comically large shopping cart melee when? Engineer says, DS is not my specialty, Mars. I assume that's you. Yeah, well played. I had fun. Dr. Ufer says, and yes, Sunday's my birthday, I believe. Woo! Happy birthday. I hope you have a great Sunday. Hope you get some cool ass gifts. Brass123 in the Twitch chat. Respect. Was a pleasure losing with you, Almir. Oof. I salute you. Compliment of the day. I really needed that. Even in failure, we can still have fun, right? What about comically large fork? I know, Faris, you're on about this fork. Yeah, I would love to see a fork, but you would need to convince Kuba and the producer on the game. You would need to convince the rest of the PAYDAY developers. You need to, get the heisters out here in the YouTube chat to agree with you. It's not just to put it in there. You know what I mean? Slin Voda says, I got 1,000 achievements last week. Are you proud of me? Heck yeah. That's awesome. Well done. That is a lot of time invested. Nico the Gal asks, Almir, from all heists that were cut from PAYDAY the Heist, which ones are you the most sad about being cut? That's a super interesting question, and not a question I necessarily can answer. Because like with PAYDAY the Heist, wasn't that much that was cut, because it was made on a very small budget, a shoestring budget, if you will. So we didn't necessarily have the luxury to cut things not saying that's a luxury, but you know what I mean. Like if you're pressed for time, PAYDAY the Heist was made very quickly. PAYDAY 2 was also made relatively quickly. I mean, it took between a year and 15 months, I believe. So But it's a good question. I think like no, that's my answer. Old Roblox says when you realize Wolf says like 5 things. I know for the longest time we haven't updated the Wolf voice lines, but I mean that also has its reason, right? Payday Gang, you know this. It's because the previous voice actor Ulf decided to depart the company and also stop voicing the character, which I respect. And we felt at the time that it was maybe not the best approach to just change him. You know, some heisters at the time were worried that we would remove all existing Wolf voice lines because people love them, but we didn't. We decided to keep Wolf as is, and yeah, that's where we're at currently in Payday 2. Robo says, I play Payday 2 for 5 years and I still don't get the lore. Yeah, I hear you. It's a lot. And it's funny because we came from, you remember back heisters like 2014, before The Dentist. There was a lot of talk about there not being that much story in Payday 2, right? But I think now looking back at the content we made the past years, I think there's a ton of story to be had. And almost us going a bit overboard as well, right, with the secret and so on. But ultimately, I think a lot of you had a lot of fun. And I do believe we ended Payday 2 with the ending in a very nice way. It was very nicely done, and I think all of you, most of you at least, really liked it and appreciated it. Sluseth says, I've been here since I pirated Payday 1 when it was released when I was 13 years old. I promise I'm a good boy now, though. Yeah, I appreciate you for coming clean. I assume that you've purchased both Payday the Heist and Payday 2 to make amends. Or no, not to make amends, but because you like what you're playing, right? Because you need to support your local developers, otherwise it's going to be difficult for us to continue making games. So really appreciate that comment. I love it. Thank you for highlighting that. Blue says, you went a little overkill with the lore. Haha, yeah, sorry about that. Pixel TV is repeating, release Scarface character DLC again. Yeah, I hear you. I wish I could press a button to make that happen, but unfortunately it is not how things are done. Sokase asks, is there a Payday the Heist map editor? And my answer is yes. The game is made in Diesel and it utilizes Diesel's functionality. However, it is not available to public. Next question then might be, well, why not? Well, one angle and a good argument from us is that if we release something, we want it to work and we want people to get support. And when you release something like that, you know, a map editor or like any significant tool, then that's a relatively big undertaking. And it's also very, very circumstantial based on the project, the technology, and so on. Thamonial asks, Almir, when is the holiday update? I don't. Shadow King 58 asks, Almir, what is it like working with Unreal compared to Diesel Engine? I think that's a great question aimed towards all of our developers in the team who have a history of working with Unreal on both Walking Dead and now Payday 3 and so on. But my belief, my personal view of Unreal is that it's a great engine that has received a ton of development support over the years, and yeah, I think Diesel has its benefits too, you know. But Payday 2 is made in Diesel, and you know how that looks and plays and so on. And for Payday 3, I think Unreal is the perfect fit. I'm gonna grab last question here before we wrap up. Engineer says, played Payday 2 since 2016, never got bored. That's awesome to hear. It's KMD asks, Almir, are there still some undiscovered secrets in Payday 2? Short answer, yes, I do believe there are. However, I would not be able to tell you exactly what that would be, but I'm sure there is something someone in the studio has put in that nobody has found yet. I might stand corrected though, but Jones might know more than me about that. Pilovant says, as the last comment then, sadly I could not play today, but some other week I'm gonna join. And that you shall. We play weekly, Thursdays. In the new year, we're most likely gonna continue the same schedule, but we'll make sure you get updated, because at the end of the day, this is December. We're wrapping up the year, making sure all our ducks are in order. Heisters, want to thank you very much for playing some Payday 2 with me for an hour, and talking a bit about Payday 2 and Payday 3. Always a pleasure. Hope you have an excellent Thursday and a great weekend. And looking forward to see you next week. We'll have the correct skills. Might have updated our FOV. Yeah, we'll see what we do. All right. Goodbye. Take care.